Good evening, everyone. I thought I would do a short stream. I have done some work with the basic rules for Veterans Guide, and I'm just gonna change the song here. Okay, and I've changed some stuff. Most of the work went into the formatting of doing Pathfinder stuff. So I had to figure out a way to do that. I'm not completely happy with it yet, but it's kind of there. It's just some small stuff that needs to be fixed. But okay, so let's switch up. Okay, so this is how it looks right now. I have done some formatting on the new actions, the new commander actions for Pathfinder. So I thought I would go through them because there are new things that doesn't exist in 5e, and also they have been completely rewritten as per the idea stream I did last time. There's also one thing I want to make you aware of. I'm trying to grow my viewership, of course, on YouTube and stuff. And I have these many patrons. I think there's more now. One sec, I'm gonna update it. But let's see. But I have those that many patrons or more now. No, it's exactly the same. 146. But I only have 48 subscribers. So if you patrons would want to make that number go a bit higher, that would be awesome. Okay, that's out of the way. Awesome. Let's do this. Okay, so I've rewritten some of the stuff here. Shortened it, made it more succinct and stuff like that. But it's kind of the same information, just rewritten. There's also a mention of the 3 actions. That this is a completely new rule that did exist in 5e. Because the action economy is so much different in Pathfinder. So the commander gets 3 action they can use each round of the battle. This means if they control 1 unit, they act on that unit's turn, can do their action in between that unit's actions and stuff like that. No more acting at the top of the turn. Can act any place when it's the unit's turn. So a unit can stride, the commander can do a commander action, the unit can attack twice, and then the commander can do 2 more commander actions. So a unit that has a commander is very, very powerful, because they can do more. They have better action economy than others. It also means that if a commander controls more than 1 unit, so if they control 2 or 3 or 4, which they can do with battle feats that we will come to later. I haven't done anything with that in this book. You can check the PDF of the 5e and you get a sense of it. But if they control more than one unit, they can spend one action during one of their units' turns, and then they can spend another action on another. but they still only have 3 actions during the whole round, so they have to divide them up. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so I've rewritten some stuff here. Analyst opponent is kind of the same. It's just recall knowledge about a target unit. If successful, you know how many individuals there are in that unit, in addition to other information you get from recall knowledge. There's also this addendum to it. On a critical success, you also know that what themes the unit has, if any. So this could be interesting. It works exactly the same as 5e, kind of, but there are ways to do this in Pathfinder. So recall knowledge, for example, cost 1 action. For now, I haven't changed it up with that in any way yet. Okay, evaluate positioning. This is the one where you can change your initiative to be higher, because nothing happens if it's lower, if you roll lower. But okay, this works like this. You try to make your unit act faster on subsequent turns. Roll society or an applicable lore skill against DC equal to your current initiative. So, it's the DC is equal to your current initiative, which is important. It means it changes, and it's harder to get better initiative if you already have a high initiative. But okay, so on a critical success, you reroll initiative as per the rules of this with a bonus equal to the commander's intelligence modifier. So they roll initiative, usually like with perception again, but they can add your intelligence modifier to that initiative roll. They only keep the new initiative if it's higher than their current one. If it's only a success, they just re-roll initiative, not adding your intelligence modifier. Then we have a new one, exert. This is note that this is a flourish move. This means that you can only do this once per unit turn. So if you control 2 units, you can do it twice during that round, because you can do it once for each unit. Okay? So exert unit, I'm gonna rewrite this a little bit, I think, but you push your unit to work harder. That's what you do. And you pay 1 of your actions to give the unit 1 action. So you don't have to roll anything for now. I don't think you will have to later either, but this is what it is right now. So you just give them an extra action. Importantly, that can be used on a basic action. So it can't be on if the unit has something like what is it called? Power strike? Or something like that costs two actions, and one of them can't be this, because power strike is not a basic action. Okay, we have fallback that costs 1. You give a command to your unit to retreat to a safer point on the battlefield. Roll acrobatics, athletics, or an applicable lore skill against DC 20. All units you command can double their speed this turn if they move away from their enemy. That's on a critical success. A success is your unit gets plus 15 feet speed this turn if they move away from the enemy. And critical failure, your unit gets minus 15 speed this turn. This is just your units are tripping up with your command and aren't working together. as you would want them to. Okay. Inspire troops. You try to inspire troops with a rousing few words or a catchphrase. Roll diplomacy or unapplicable lore skill against DC only 16. But in this case, you can actually choose to have a higher check, much like treat wounds works. How that works. So. If you're an expert, you can instead roll a DC 20 check to increase the bonus or penalty. Let me get through that first. On a critical success, your unit gets fortune and +2 circumstance bonus on their next attack. On a success, they get +1 circumstance bonus on their next attack, and a critical failure unit gets -1 penalty to their next attack. So this is what this is talking about. The DC 20 check increases the bonus or penalty to 2. Master is DC 30 and it increases to 3. And if you're legendary, it's DC 40 and you increase it to 5. I should actually rewrite this now when I see it, because it doesn't make sense with that. Maybe just this then. Yeah, that works too. Okay. So that's how that works. Very simple. I love how you can choose the DC to make yourself to take a bigger risk with a bigger either penalty or bonus. Leave unit. This is also a new one. This is just to be to actually be in the same way. That's the wrong sentence structure, Jesper. This is just, I've taken out the wording that were I think it was here somewhere before, that a unit can leave a commander can leave their unit using their move action, and then the unit loses everything that is attached to them. But I just made that a move instead. Sorry, not a move, an action or an activity. You leave the unit using a stride action and end up in a square 30 feet away from the abandoned units. The abandoned unit lose the temporary hit points the commander provided, as well as other effects or features from feats the commander might have. So, yeah, it's kind of the same as it was before, but I think it's more elegant to have it as an action. As a commander action, I should say. Then we have a Reckless Charge. This is a more complicated move. It costs 2 actions. It's also a flourish move, so you can't do it more than once. I haven't checked, but you shouldn't even be able to do it more than once either. Anyway, but I'm just putting that there to be safe. Prepare your unit for a reckless charge towards an enemy. Roll diplomacy, intimidation, or an applicable lore skill against DC 15. Your unit then strides. Remember this. You roll that, and even if you fail or anything, your unit strides 30 feet towards the target and makes a melee strike using one of their actions. The strike counts towards unit's multiple attack penalty. If the check was successful, you do bonus damage on the strike, but also open up your unit for damage. So before I read this, because this move also has a scaling DC with bigger rewards, the critical success in this is the unit you command does +1 damage on their strike per 5 individual members of the unit, so they can do massive damage if they are a full-sized unit. This critical success is only good for you. You don't get any of the negatives. On a success though, your unit does exactly the same, but they then, after doing the damage to their opponent, they take half of the same damage as they dealt. On a critical failure, no bonus damage, and your unit takes the same amount of damage they deal if they hit with their strike. And all of these successes are dependent on this roll. So your diplomacy, intimidation, or an applicable lore skill. And you can also modify that DC to increase the bonus damage to 2, 2, 4, or 6, depending on if you're a master. You can this is exactly like treat wounds. You can choose this, so you choose if you want to do it against which difficulty you want for yourself in that sense. So that's how that works. We also have lastly here, scare tactics works very, very much like it does in the 5e. You just try to scare a target unit. You roll intimidation or applicable lore skill against a DC equal to the target's hit points. So same as the 5e version. On a critical success, the target becomes frightened 2 and fleeing for 1 round. And success, the target unit becomes frightened 1. So it's much like demoralize, just adding the fleeing on a critical success. Alright, that's it. So what I want to do next is just going through some of the rules that were here before. I'm not gonna touch this yet because I need to look up stuff, and I don't want to do that today. I have decided though, the grid will be 15 by 15 feet, but you just round up everyone's speed to hit those thresholds. So usually stuff have 25 feet movement in Pathfinder, or speed, 25 speed, but their 25 speed then becomes 30, 35 speed becomes 45, etc. So and the same goes for area of effect spells and abilities. So just do that and everything will be fine. I have like I said, rewritten some stuff here. It just makes it more readable, I think, easier to manage. I have I'm probably gonna rewrite this. Probably something like this, like in normal combat, the commander gets 3 actions to use each round of the battle. Ooh, I just realized something. An idea. Because this wasn't possible before, I think. Let me show you the... Sorry. I'm gonna change the window so you can see. If I can find it in the list here. No, it's black. Let's see. There we go. Okay, idea. I want to mention somewhere that commanders can be targeted by buffs from probably from units that hasn't gone through the change to become a unit. So just single NPCs or PCs. So I imagine it could be something like, okay, the wizard in the party does a crazy thing and just acts on their own on the battlefield. Something that is very, very dangerous. But they're safe enough, they think, to do it, and runs up to the fighter, who is right now commanding a troop of bandits, let's say. The wizard can run up to the unit, and as long as they're within 15 feet of the unit, they can do something like a haste spell, but only on the commander, because as you know, single target spells does not affect a unit. They can only affect single people. But they can do it on the fighter, giving the fighter 4 actions each turn, which is amazing because they have 4 actions to spend on their units. So that's something that's interesting, I think. Could be some cool stuff happening with that. All right. Let's see. Can I do this? Yeah. Let's transition over to this document again. Okay. I don't know where I want to mention that, but I just wanted it. Just written down so I remember it. Okay. Now we'll go through the combat rules. I've written some stuff here, not much though, so I want to go through it and see if there's anything that does not make sense. Alright. When combat starts, you roll initiative as you would do when starting a normal combat. Battle commences as it does normally, with each round being the normal length. So it just works like combats usually does, so nothing weird there. The unit has access to any action it would normally have access to as per the non-player character stat block they are based on. So they can do anything that their stat block can do, that they normally could do if they were a single person. Any save that need to be rolled is rolled once per unit. All attacks in the battle are exactly the same as they are done in a normal fight, but with a scaling mentioned in the unit stats section. And if you remember, the unit stats section here, double the unit's damage for all attacks when the unit has 50 or less individuals, and quadruple when they have 51 to 100. Just so you know that, because it will become very evident why it's very dumb to do that, to act as a PC on their own on the battlefield. if you know that rule. Okay. There are, however, a few situations that are special for this kind of combat. When a unit takes enough damage to go over the threshold to get reduced in size, the person that is controlling the unit decides which square the unit ends up in. So they change sizes when they... Oh, hello Gustav. Welcome to the stream. And to remind you about that, we have this table here, and like I said before, this might get changed because I'm not super 100% sure I want to keep this setup with it, but we'll see. Alright, and if the unit is reduced to 0 hit points, they are wiped out. If the unit has had a commander, the commander is the only one left. Place the commander's token on the space where the unit was. If the unit took up more than one square, the commander can choose which square to end up on. If a unit survives a battle, the downed individuals of the unit survive if they can get medical attention. The unit then regenerates completely after 1 week. If you feel like this is not realistic enough, you can just explain it away with new members joining the unit. Nothing is changed there from the 5e version. This needs to be rewritten, so let's do that right now. If a PC wants to act on their own on the battlefield, there are a few extra rules. All single target damage they deal, damage. This is so weirdly written on me. All single target damage they deal damage to any unit. How did I write this? All single target damage they deal to any unit is divided by 10, rounded up to the nearest whole number. In contrast to this, the damage a PC takes from a unit can be very dangerous. As an example, this is the example we need to work on. A group of 100 veterans make 3 attacks, dealing 1d8 plus 3, multiplied by 4 per hit. That makes acting on your own hugely dangerous, but it can also add tension to the battle. So, of course, in Pathfinder, this unit is not... I don't know if it exists or not, actually, but it doesn't make 3 attacks doing 1d8 plus 3 multiplied by 4. But... Let's do some things with my with this here now, because my overlay and stuff, because I want to show you something. Could be, do you use just browser source maybe, because I want to show you my, I don't know, browser source is not the thing I would do. I should do. Okay. Bam. Let's see. Window capture probably. This is not what I wanted to do. Let's see. God. This is my curse. I have so many windows open. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Just move that behind everything. If I can. If it works. What? Oh shit. I'm fucking up everything. I need to remove that and add it again. Okay. Here we go. Bam. Alright. bit smaller. Okay. And there we go. I could probably, yeah. Let's just keep it like this. Okay, so we have some. Let's just do this. This is better. Don't need to check all my links. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I've created some units because I want to do a playtest. Not today, maybe someday soon. But we have. I wanted to open this because then we can just browse easier through what example unit I want to choose. It should probably be like maybe a level 3 unit or something. Let's see, what kind of level 3 units are there? Let's do medium because that's humanoid, so I want something humanoid and just common units. A bosun. Bosun is a very weird unit to use for this. Maybe there is a veteran or something. Does veterans exist in this game? Yeah, there's veteran guard captains. Maybe we should use those. Great axe, badass. Veteran reclaimer. No, but maybe a knight. Knights doesn't exist. Maybe I could. Let's just do like have a human, all humans, and let's see. Ruffians, pirates, prophets, drunkards, bandit lieutenants. Let's see. Bounty hunter, watch officer. This might be a thing that we could use. Watch officer, maybe. Noble, palace guards, jailer, chronicler, charlatan. Should I make an army of drunkards? I can do that. Where were they? Let's just not do what I searched out to do. Let's just make an army of drunkards so I can show you how that's done. Now, the token, I won't do that because that takes a little bit of time. But, okay, we have a drunkard here. We can delete it because we have it here now. Okay, drunkards. They have 40 HP. That means, let's say we have, how many of them? 20, 25 maybe? Can you do this in Foundry? I don't know. So when you make a unit, you first need to check what their IHP, their individual hit points, will be in that unit. We take this, their max HP, divide it by 10, so we get 4. Let's say there's 50 drunkards in this unit, so we have 50 times 200. They now have 200 HP. We also now we need to write down somewhere on their sheets at what thresholds stuff changes for this unit. So there are already 50 people in the unit, so they don't do quadruple damage, they do double damage. If they were 51, they would do quadruple, but now they're 50, so they do normal. 100, let's see, what is, I can't think. Roll, let's see, 4 times 10 is the threshold when they change size to be smaller, and that's 40 hit points. So we just write 40 HP, size becomes 1 by 1 instead. So that's done. And we need to change the size of the token. We can also do this because that's fun. The size of the token is 2 by 2 right now. So we need to update that token. Let's do a token for them too, because that's fun. I'm using Forgotten Adventures tokens. Let's find someone who. What kind of weapon they do? They don't have weapons. Of course they don't. Let's see if we can find some commoners or something. NPCs, commoners. Let's townfolk. I think is best for this. Old lady. Let's do this. Do we have someone who actually has a mug in their hand or something? Maybe. No, they're just okay. Let's do this. They look like ruffians, so let's do that. We'll make the token. I'm not gonna do what I did with the other ones here. I'm just gonna do maybe let's say 9 of them. So bam and bam. Oh. Okay. Okay, so here we have 9 drunkards in a group. There's not 9, it's just to fill out the group and make it look like there's many more. Okay, like that. So now we have our drunkards. This unit is actually finished. That's how long it takes to make a unit. So this is a unit of 50 drunkards. We could also we could write down here IHP, and we know that their IHP is 4. That would be good to have in each, actually. That's good. Let's do that in their HP. Oh, sorry. 2, 4. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we have the drunkards. They are finished. They're ready for battle. And if they, let's say they would go and try to fight these drow fighters here. They target the drow fighters, and then they do one attack. Let's see. They do. They just punch the drow fighters, and they miss. Let's see if we can hit. No, we can't hit them. Let's just continue to attack. Okay, we hit. We do the damage. We know that they are doing double damage. because there's 50 of them. So they do double damage. We just roll double damage. Now I almost killed the... Let's see, I'm gonna heal them up again because I didn't target right. Okay, so double damage on the drow. Super bad turn for the drunkards. Well. Okay. And if there were more, let's say there were 100 drunkards in this unit. A group of 50 drunkards come and join this unit. We can easily just change their HP because now there's double the unit, so they have 400 HP. And we also need to change the thresholds, so we know at 200 HP size would become 2 by 2 and damage double, because right now they do quadruple damage. And the size of the token would become 3 by 3 instead, because they go up in the size. And now we have a big unit of drunkards. So that's how that works. But let's go back to this. I want some kind of iconic for the system, if there is something iconic. I'm not experienced enough with this to actually know if something is iconic or not. Let's see. Is there just a straight up mercenary, maybe? There is. They're -1 though. Maybe. I want something beefier though. Noble, maybe? A noble? That would be a good example, I think. To use the noble as an example for the whole book, maybe? I realize now I should change the name of the book, so it's The Noble's Guide to War or something. But let's see. What could we use more? Maybe Veteran Guard Captain, maybe? Maybe. Let's see. I'm just writing down the ideas in another window. Let's see. Captain of the Guard, maybe. Don't know. The Warden? Do you really want the Drunkard? I think they're too low in what they do. Maybe not. Actually, they are a 2. The Drunkards, but it's the connotation is such a weird book. Then it's just because a drunkard isn't really a war unit. They're just drunk people, and drunk people usually don't stumble into a war situation, you know. But it's a very funny idea. Let's see, where were we? Warden, maybe? Warden sounds cool, too. what are wardens in it? They're chief guardians of borders and frontiers. That's kind of cool. Warden is a cool word too, and it's a W word too. So the Warden's Guide to War. Huh? Maybe. That sounds good. The Warden's Guide to War. Let's write that down. Maybe something else? I have a Pathfinder Venture Captain. That also work. They have so much HP. That might be too beefy to have as an example. What did the warden have? That might work. Just looking through and see if I missed any. I don't think so. I mean, there is the guard, but I don't know if that's... It's a soldier, I think. No, it's not. But the guard, maybe? No, the Guard's Guide to War. Let's the Warden's Guide to War. Maybe the guards. The Guard's Guide to War. We get the GG. The Guard's Guide to War. What else did we have? We have the Veteran Guard Captain. Then we could just keep the Veteran's Guide to War because that works too. But I like the Veteran's Guide to War. I like that title though. Maybe keep that. The Noble's Guide to War. Noble's Guide to War. That works. But maybe I should just keep this easy and just have the Veteran Guard Captain. I think that's a good one too because it's it has 63 HP, so its IHP would be 6, and I think in the example we have now, let's see. Yeah, they are IHP 6 too, so maybe I should just keep that. Might be good. That just makes it work. Yeah. It's still the Veteran. Okay. But we need to... No, does Pathfinder have average? I don't think they have average hit points. So I don't even need to say average hit points. Huh. Never thought about that at all, but that's interesting. The veterans' hit points are 63. Divide that number by 10 and round the number to the nearest whole number, which in the veteran's case is 6. This number is called the unit side HP, and you need to decide how many veterans are in the unit. Let's say there are 25 veterans. Yeah, it's all the math. I don't need to change anything here. This does not make sense though, so I need to. I'll just mark that because that whole section needs to be changed, and I might actually include a bunch of units in that instead, because as far as I know, Pathfinder doesn't have an SRD because their whole system is just free to use in that sense, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's do this though. Veteran guard. What's that name? I lost it. I lost the name. Veteran guard captain. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not in the right window for you. Let's see. Swing. Bam. Okay. Okay. Oh. Sorry. Sorry, my phone. Okay. So, veteran guard captains. A group of 100 veteran guard captains makes this is not true. This is not true at all. Let's just keep that there. Okay. I mean, they can do 3 attacks. They can also power attack. I'll see that now. I said power strike before, I think. Power attack. I mean, makes a power attack and deal. Let's see, what is they do? Deal 2d12 plus plus 5 plus 5 damage multiplied by 4 what's the average damage there? Let's see, average damage calculator. Oh, let's see. Let's see, dice calculator, advanced. 2d12. Damn it! I can't find. I have average dice calculator. Any dice. Here we go. Up to d12 plus 5. Calculates. Okay, average is 18. 18 damage times 4. So 72 damage. God damn it, average. Damage of 72. And that is not even a critical hit. I don't need to add this. I think that's let's see, or what is that? Let's see. So 18 times 2, 6 times 4. Or 144. Oh. That makes acting on your own hugely dangerous, but it can also add tension to the battle. Yeah. So that works now, right? Sorry, that's my phone again. Okay. So we have that. So I think with a few rewrites of the top part, we are done. A few rewrites here. Hey.
Du har inte ringt på dörren eller något?
Nej.
Så idiot.
It's my girlfriend. You wanna say hi? Vill wins det där? That's not safe. Man ser inte dig.
Hej!
Gustav is in the stream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Är det bara ni två eller?
I think so. Covering the penis. Winston, you're not YouTube safe. No, you're not YouTube safe! I'm not sure if that even is a thing. Oh, okay. I'm soon done. Okay, so yeah, I think we're done. Maybe. Yeah, I think we're done for now. Yeah, next thing I will work on is I will just go through the basic rules, have them completely finished from top to bottom, and then we can go with extended rules. Just to go through those. And this is where the meat of the book is. Just like themes for units. Oh, I can see that it's bleeding through to other pages here because I've done changes where I shouldn't have. Okay, but yeah, so need to go through that, and then we have the player options. I might do player options before I do the extended rules, actually. Yeah, I could do that now. Yeah, absolutely. Not now, maybe, but later. All images in the book are public domain from different painters who lived 100 years ago. So, yeah, they're all public domain. Which means that they're just, I think it's called a CC0 license, so you can do any modifications to them. You can do anything to them, completely legal, which is good for this kind of thing. But yeah, I could do that in a stream sometime soon. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, but I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna make some food for Amina, and then I'm gonna watch some TV, take it easy. Alright. Good night. Good night. Make this number change. It should be this number. This number. Make it this. Make that number this number. Thank you. And good night.